back to the Dubya show today. As always, guys, this is a weekly webcast where we just kind of talk about all things technology. I don't have any guests today. It's just me. You got to deal with me alone. But we're going to jump right into it. Today's going to be an episode a little bit shorter, not too many things with over the last couple days. Nothing too crazy. Generally, this is just a podcast going over all the technology, entertainment stuff within the last week. Nerd stuff, geek stuff, whatever you want to call it. So today we're going to jump right into it. A lot of wearables in this week's episode. Today's episode is, well, first topic is going to be about the Apple iWatch, or watch, whatever you want to call it. This website's pretty much saying you have to listen to what not what Tim Cook is saying, but the developers, the actual developers who are making the apps for the iPhone watch, Apple Watch, whatever you want to call it. It's saying that it's going to change your life, exactly how it works, which is kind of cool. I like innovation. I'm an Android user myself. I do not really like iOS at all. I can handle Mac stuff because I have one, but I really don't like Apple products too much. They're expensive. They die relatively quick. And there's nothing you can do to it. It's Apple's. That's exactly what it is. It's like you're renting it from Apple. I don't know why. Just don't get me into it. But so they're pretty much saying like you're centralized around this hub, which they're calling the digital crown, which is like that dial that you have. That's how you move and navigate through the watch. It is touchscreen as well. They're talking about how it's going to have Siri implemented in third-party apps. So you're going to be able to use Siri and be like, hey, Siri, go to Google. And it'll go open up a browser and say, okay, Siri, search this in Google. Okay, Siri, go to here. Which is kind of cool. It's different things. Like this is an app where they're showing where you can unlock your car. So the Tesla app, that's pretty cool. It'll tell you how much your car is charged, as Tesla is fully electric, so that's cool. It's 89%. You have 300 miles left on the car, and that's just from your watch. So that's the Apple iWatch. It's pretty cool. And it says you're gonna see some generic smartwatches apps, which you always will. Just pretty simple things like clock face, Twitter expander, whatever. But yeah, that's kind of cool. So we'll jump to the next topic. Apple finally granted patent for VR headset that it patented and applied for back in 2008. What this means, a VR headgear is a pair of glasses similar to whatever you would wear. And in the VR headset, what this is kind of talking about is instead of having it to where it's just the glasses and something's on the inside, it's like having your phone. I'll show you. It's like having your phone like that, to where it's on your headset, but it's like virtual reality. So it seems like it's 3D, which is kind of cool. Like it's something that they thought about in 2008. It's just something that people have been thinking about for a while. So it's very similar to what they're saying about Google Cardboard or the Gear from Samsung, which is kind of cool. It says there's a built-in camera which allows users to make a picture-in-picture feature, which would allow you to kind of look at something here and look at something there, and you're kind of be able to see it picture-in-picture. You see a lot on TVs, stuff like that, where you just see a video instead of a video, or however you want to do it, which is kind of cool. It's that people that from 2008 have been granted that. Two people from 2008 were thinking that this would be kind of cool, so it was just granted this week, which is really cool. It's a nice step forward. So the next one, Sony steps up in wearable space with a smart eyeglass. It's kind of cool. Sony's Google Glass rival. It's called the Smart Eyeglass. It's actually a little bit bulky. It looks very, very similar. There's a picture here of a gentleman wearing it. It's very similar to the 3D glasses, it seems. There is a camera right in this top right corner right here. Top left corner, I guess, depending how you're looking at it. It looks like there's a VR sensor right here. The difference between these and Google Glass, though, is it's actually built into the whole lens. The whole VR experience is built into the lens, which is really cool. Very expensive, though. The developer kit, $840, very similar to how Google Glass was. They're not something you could wear out. You also get this little dongle, which is, it seems like it's about yay big. It's how you kind of track everything. It's not voice activated like Google was. You have to like click a button to take a picture or click a button to do this and that. They say at future models they will have it to where it'll track your eyes going up and down, stuff like that, which is pretty neat. So it's something to definitely take a look at. Like I said, Google Glass has been discontinued for the moment. Google's going to take a step back, kind of reevaluate the whole Google Glass project, which is really cool. I always thought Google Glass is a great great step forward, and has a lot of really cool potential. I always thought it'd be really cool to place a Google Glass similar style dongle or whatever into your favorite football player, for instance. Put it inside of their helmet. You see exactly what they see. I would pay for that. You can imagine watching the Super Bowl and flipping through different players. I'm gonna watch Russell Wilson, and we see exactly how Wilson sees everything. Hear the sounds that are. I think that'd be really cool. Something that's very interesting. That we'll see within the next 10 years. I think that's something that's very, very cool. It's very exciting to see. So it's nice to see a competitor come into the market. Sony has come into it with just a developer kit, but that's fine. So Chromecast is also VLC. It's a huge player, open source player, media player, Windows media player, QuickTime, whatever you want to call it, whatever you use. VLC is available on all platforms: iOS, Android, Mac, Linux, probably. So it's very cool. Chromecast, in case you don't know what it is, a little dongle that you plug into your monitor, your TV, whatever you want, to make it an actual smart TV, which is very cool. I think you can only use it on TVs, maybe not monitors, but whatever. That's besides the point. It's very, very cool. They're super cheap. They're only like $40. I know in Canada at least they're $40. They're $39. Like I said, you just plug it in, hook it up to your Wi-Fi, and you're pretty much set to go. You control it all off your phone or off your tablet or your computer. You can broadcast what you're looking at from your web browser, which is really cool. It's something that's very neat. It's very cool to see VLC is now going to be implementing that in future SDKs or things with Android, or you're going to be able to just play it directly from your Android phone to there. Instead of having to mirror your device, it's going to strictly send it, which is very nice. That kind of cuts out the middleman of having to deal with Google alone. Google's finally opening up the Chromecast to allow people to kind of use it to its full capabilities. So the next thing, the Neptune Duo. This is a new smartwatch that's coming into the market. I don't know if it's American, Canadian, or whatever. It's on Kickstarter. So what it is it is a watch with a smartphone style hub almost. Your watch uses everything off of it. It runs off the watch, and then you have this. Let's see if I can get a picture here. This little smartphone thing. It's not a smartphone. It's just like they're calling it a monitor. A monitor that it just kind of makes everything the big screen. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, the watch seems like it's literally just a smartwatch. You plug your SIM card into it. That's now your phone. That's how you use it, and you can use this bigger monitor, whatever you want to send text, stuff like that. I want to see how this is gonna work. Like, I know personally, like, I couldn't carry like 2 giant phones on me. That makes absolutely no sense. I have the Note 4, so like going from like, I like having my smartwatch, which is just a Samsung Gear, the first version. It's a nice where I can just see who's messaging me and all that stuff. This just seems like it's so complicated almost. You're gonna have to have one giant phone, which is probably 5.5 inches is my guess. 5-inch pocket screen. You don't have to have the smartphone or pocket screen, whatever you want to call it. You can just do everything off the phone, like the watch, but it seems like it's a little bit of a hassle almost. We'll see how it works. It could be very cool. We'll see. It's definitely cool. So this is something that's kind of cool. This actually just came out. You can now have a gaming major in college for pro gaming. In Japan, Tokyo School of Anime has introduced their first esports curriculum, which incidentally is also first in Japan, which is really weird. The school has so far been a place for people to enlist and have a crack at the anime industry and voice acting. So it's kind of like an academy for broadcasting, similar. The school has a so-called esports course with 4 majors that encompasses including pro gaming, esports business and promotion, esports commentating, and organization setting of an esport event. So you can pretty much have a major in pro gaming. That's really cool for the people that are interested in it. That's kind of neat. It's something that's definitely, I don't know if it's a step in the right direction. It's definitely something pushing esports into a much larger market. It's becoming something that's very viable as a career almost now. Like, people are making like mad money off of it. Nadeshot came out not that long ago, professional Call of Duty player, saying that he's made over $1 million playing just Call of Duty from promotions, Call of Duty alone. Like $1 million as a professional gamer, and that's not even much. Players who play Dota, League of Legends, like these tournaments are huge. Like the pots are $10 million. Like that's a lot of money. Like these guys are selling out full arenas in Seoul, like in Korea and stuff like that. Seoul, like 100,000 people. Like even 40, I think it's 40,000 people is what they sold out. That's a lot of freaking people. 40,000 people in like in a live event to watch video games. That's absolutely crazy. But the last thing for today, Dropbox is getting a lot more useful for iOS devices. That's pretty interesting for people who are with Apple. Like I said, a lot of wearable stuff this week. It's getting a lot more useful. They're going to be adding in an extension to where you can kind of just say, oh, this is my picture, okay, extend it, go right to Dropbox, which I don't know why they've never had this. Major addition that allows you to save files from any number of apps directly to their Dropbox. I don't know why this hasn't been implemented in here before. Dropbox, very easy, very simple tool to use if you don't know what it is. You pretty much just send it to the cloud. That's probably the biggest cloud is Dropbox, and you can access it from your PC, and anything you can send people to your Dropbox, which is really cool that iOS is finally getting it. Like, that's crazy, like, to think that this is finally something that's going into it. Like, I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure, like, the BlackBerry I had, like, 3 years ago had this, so I don't know if this is, like, Apple just behind the times. But that's all for today's episode, guys. Like I said, it's not too long today, but that's all for today. I really hope you guys have been enjoying the videos. Let me know what you guys think of the Dubya show, the weekly Wednesday podcast. Sorry for it being late last week. Sorry for no guests this week. If you do want to be on the podcast, let me know in the comment section down below, or hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, any of that stuff that's up there. Like I said, we will shoot sometime on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, right around there. But yeah, that's all for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you guys check out all the information that's in here. I'll keep it in the description below, each article, so you can see it in the comment section down below. But that's all for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. As always, guys, this has been your friendly neighbor DJ BTM. I'm your host for the day. That's all for today. Like I said, hope to see you guys are back tomorrow. Make sure you guys check back every day, brand new videos. But that's all for today. Hope to see you guys are back tomorrow. Bye.